Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome back to the channel, always with Younes Charfaoui. In this video, we're going to see a new type of testing that you can apply to your Android application, which is called screenshot testing. Let's get started. So here I'm having just a simple Android application. I'm going to see it. It's just like a scaffold with some toolbar and some product thing. Yeah, exactly. We do have a product. You just have price and name. There's a list of product, and there is this product card that shows this product, like a simple UI for this experiment. So we are going to do something called screenshot testing or snapshot testing, which is a test that what will simply do, it will take screenshot of specific component or screens, activities, fragments, for example, dialogues, if you want to say so. Yeah, and it will take a screenshot of those and we'll compare them with previous snapshot of that screenshot. So if there is any kind of change, it will notice it. So it is very good for like regression tests. So this test doesn't include any interaction, like you don't have to click things. It's just for the visual thing, but it is really amazing. Like a lot of companies use this kind of test, and they use it more often than the normal, for example, UI interaction tests, right? But of course, this doesn't mean that when you use this kind of test, you don't have to use other type of tests. Like this is a complement test, but it is really amazing as it catch real regressions. I will show it that in a minute. We are going to use a library called Shot. Okay, this is a great library. You are going to see it. So basically, here is the thing. Here is a demonstration for them. What you are going to do, you are going to create an original screenshot. You are going to say that, hey, this is the correct behavior for the moment when you implement your feature as normal. And then let's say for some reason, you added a new feature, for example, you record another complete screenshot that is the baseline for your screenshots, right? And then let's say by chance or by error, for example, some developers delete that icon. With that type of test, you can notice and catch that something was deleted from the screen. It's not only about something deleted or changed, right? You can see that the font has changed, the colors, even if some like this are kind of bigger tests, they snap a lot of lines of code. So basically, you can check if let's say some utility method is not working well. It will have an impact on the UI, of course. And like this is tests on the UI, of course. So when this code has impact on the UI, you will catch them with those regression tests. So they are really good. Here, for example, like it's not visible, but you can do whatever you want with this type of test. We are going to test it on the component itself. Like this is the good thing. You can like design component product card, and you want to see if there are you want to preserve the behavior and the appearance of that component. You can do so, and you can do so for this big screen as it is right now. But of course, and that's the beauty of the test and the beauty of component, you can inject specific data in order to check if your screenshot is correct or not. Okay, and let's start with the setup. The setup is a little bit complicated. Let's do it. So as part of the setup, of course, we have to do a lot of things. So the first thing, you need to include that dependency in the build script. That's the first thing. And let's go here, and you are going to the build here, the build script, right? We need to add dependencies, and we need the latest release. It is, I think, it is what, 5.14.1, and it will be like that. And then of course you need to add it as plugin here. You need to go here and simply add Shot, right? And you do the same. After that, we need another stuff. I'll show you in a minute once the sync happen. After that, we need, like we did the plugin thing, we need to add this to the instrumentation runner, right? We need to copy that. Awesome. We are going to remove that and replace it with this one. And then I think there is one more thing. Yeah, if for some reason running your test like this is crucial, you can specify things related to the shot at the Android tag. Let's put it at the end. You can specify things specific to the shot library. For example, when you run the screenshot test, you don't want to run the instrumentation test, you can do so with this configuration. And lastly, I think in the test here, exactly the Android test, we need to create another Android manifest file. So we need to copy that and go here into the Android test, create a new file called Android manifest.xml, like that. Don't ask me, thank you. Put it here. Our app ID, we need to put our app ID here. So I go back here. I'm using room database project now. never mind. And I will put it here, exactly this one. I think this is fine for the setup till now. Yeah, that you would need to do that. You need to do that if you are using Shot in an Android library and not in the Android app. That is fine, of course. Yeah, and if you are using Gradle more than that, you have to do it in the Shot itself. And boom, you can start writing your test. Let's sync it and let's go about it. Awesome. How we are going to see if it's working fine. I do have compose test here, so let me delete this one. I need just this compose rule. So I'm going to do something called main screenshot test, like that. So you need to like extend from this interface to access some of the methods. So I'm going to delete those. And what I need to do here, you need to specify what you are going to test, of course. So I'm going to test, I'm going to render, or for example, test the product card. Okay, so here you can call that product card. Okay, I think it's private. Exactly, it is private. So let me delete that private keyword. It is composable. Let me just put it out. So it's accessed from the file itself. Exactly, here is the product card, and here I need to pass my product. So I can pass specific product for the test itself. So that would work. Let me call it test product. And the price will be 15.0. Okay, so that way we set the content for the compose rule. The last step to do is to call compare screenshot, and you need to pass that compose rule. That's all you need to do. And like you can see how it is easy to create tests for your component. You can use like, for example, this compose rule, or you can launch your activity. We are going to see an example of launching an activity, so you can test it. Keep in mind that this name of the function will be used to create the screenshot at the end, like the screenshot file of the PNG or the JPEG screenshot. So you need to name this consistently. So how to launch this test? You need to write it from here. Go to the Gradle here, and in the task, you must see something called shot. Copy that, execute this one, like click on here, modifier and configuration. You are going to see it is called execute screenshot test. It is basically the following. You are going to do that here. Usually we do dot something like that, Gradle u, and then we call what command? We call this one execute screenshot test. Okay, this execute screenshot test. So we are going to call it from here, so we can create configuration that we can use always from here. So we can run it directly from here. You can just write it on it like that. Click on it 2 times. It will launch those tests in the emulator. Let's run those tests, but as you can see, comparing screenshot with the previous one, we didn't find any screenshot. The issue here, for the first time, you need to record the screenshot. What are the correct screenshots that we need to compare on? What are the original screenshots? And then we create screenshots from those tests in order to compare. So the first time, like this one, this configuration, as you can see, execute screenshot test is for the verification. So I can rename this to something called shot verification, like that. And I can save it. Of course, makes sense. And then I will duplicate that with Control D, and I will call it shot recording and pass another parameter because it is parameter thing. It's called p record. Okay, and put OK. This is shot recording, shot verification. I can run the shot recording right now and saving screenshot. We didn't find any screenshot. Here we go. What do we have here? Okay, let me just run the test first to see if there is a problem with the test themselves. So as you can see, the test pass here. It will always pass as part of this one, right? It won't compare anything. It will just result in the screenshot itself. So if I run it again for you, you are going to see that small component. Yeah, this is a problem with my test always. Run it again. So if I run it again, you are going to see like small component being shown, took screenshot for it, and then it exits. Like as you can see, boom, it will put it, and then it will go, okay? So if you go here to this device explorer and you check the storage, emulators, 0, downloads, and here are going to see screenshot. Go to this YouTube here, are going to see our screenshot of our product, as you can see. This is the screenshot that you are going to compare our product to, okay? But we need to record it, okay? We didn't record it yet. So we need to execute that shot recording. So don't forget to remove that thing from the previous one. Like I removed this one in order to run the test. I don't know why. The result is something like that. So it's removing the instrumentation test. It won't run it. So definitely use that. There is another parameter called tolerance, right? And you can put it 0.1. This tolerance will be used in order to when comparing this image to this image, it will be compared pixel by pixel, of course. So you can set some kind of tolerance, like in order to make the test more smoother, so they don't. Okay, it's happening. Exactly. Where is the tolerance parameter? So you can check its usage. Exactly. So the tolerance is the threshold value to compare recorded images with the ones during the verification stage. So you can use it like that. Okay, it's 0.1. Okay, try it again. It can pass, right? And now I think we are able to do that, but I think it will produce an error. It will run the test here. Let's wait for the test to run. Exactly, it will run the test, but it will make problem. Yeah, exactly. The problem of this one, destination GUT already exists. Okay, so you can go here. Where is it? Yeah, I think you should do the following. You should remove the image, the previous images, because already the image is there. So debug, remove screenshot after. Let's remove this. Let me rerun the task again for the verification process. I hope we won't get exactly. Here's the thing. Here's the images, guys. You are going to see the images at this place. Here is this place, and here is this place. You are going to see them as in the debug. If it doesn't work, like you can just remove them yourselves from here and rerun the verification here. Hopefully it will work. Okay, there's another problem. This time it will work. Exactly. So I think we are going to notice another problem of the JDK, Java JDK. It will run the test. I think it is running the test exactly, and then it will break. Exactly. So this is problem of the Java. So I think it's problematic because you need to go to the file, to the settings here. In the setting, you are going to check for build tool Gradle. Here you are using this JDK from JetBrains. So this one has some errors for the JetBrains runtimes. If I'm using this one, Azul one, so after changing the JDK, we are going to start this shot recording again one more time. So I'm going to see that the image will be here, right? Let me check for it. It will work that time. All right, so the test will start on this device. Let me check. Here we go. The test will start. Boom. And then it will save the screenshot. And here we go. There is a problem here. There is a problem because of this file. So the screenshot has been saved at this place. Okay. And you can check this one. Like you are going to see that in the build of the app, the report. So here at the shot, you are going to check the record images, check the index, and just open this one with your browser, of course. So you are going to see that this screenshot has been generated for this thing, right? Now we know what you can do also, you can verify the thing. So I'm going to delete this one. Don't know, it's already used. All right, so next what you are going to do is just to switch to that screen verification or shot verification, and then rerun it again. And this time it should result in the test being passed as normal. So it will rerun the test, it will get that screenshot, and it will compare it to the existing one. Okay, so here we go, unable to delete this file. So there's a problem with the file thing. But if you go here, you are going to see, yeah, your tests are passing. That's the thing. So there's a problem with this thing. I'm going to see how I can go to delete it. But if you go here also to the report, the short verification, and click here on the recorded, yeah, you are going to see that this is the original one and this is the new one, and the difference, there is no difference, so it's working fine. This is the screenshot test for this product file. And what you can do, let me check if I can delete it on my own. If I go back to the file explorer, it is used in the Zulu thing. Yeah, let's just keep it. It's not problematic for now because the issue, as I told you, the issue resides only here. So it's not a problem as least as tests are passing. So there is problem of removing some file. But yeah, let me just make some error in the test. Okay, let me just make an error in the test. So let's change this from using the color secondary to use the color, for example, primary, for example, just that, and rerun the test. This represents a problem, a regression problem. So this can be changing the font, the colors, the shapes, the background colors, the elevation, all of that can be detected using this. So we are going to run this test. It will make an error. And then after comparing, you are going to see, of course, there is a problem here. You view the execution, screenshot comparison failed. That's the thing. We are not able to do that. If you go here to this file and you can open it using your browser, here we go. So you're going to see that screenshot execution failed. Why? Because like the application UI has been modified. This is the reason. I think there is some emojis that are not well shown. And so you can see here is the thing. Here is the problem. Previously, it was like that test product, and then it went like that. So the issue resides in this test product color. So this is the main problem. So this is the regression. You can do that. As I said, you can use like your normal screen. For example, you can record the whole screen. So let's create another screenshot test that's called the full main screen and screenshot test. And the other one is usually like this one is for the product screenshot test. Okay, so this is the main screen. So we are going to use compose Android composable rule, which is this is the main activity like that. And we don't have this set content, right? It will start immediately. So after starting, we are going to compare this one to this one. Yeah, so if you run it, like this is simple. It will run everything as you can see, and now it will pass. So the idea is that it will generate that screenshot for that thing. So what I need to change is the following. I need to call it the main screen. That simple. You are just comparing screenshot of what? Of this rule. So here in that rule, you can pass many things, right? You can pass the compose test rule. You can pass views if you want to like inflate some view and test it. You can pass fragments, recycle view holders, bitmaps if you want to generate bitmap of your view, for example. A lot of people do that. Or your activity, you can pass, like for example, from your activity scenario, you can pass this activity, of course. So it's up to you. As you can check, you can do that for this one. So what we need to do right now is, of course, we have to re-record the test. Okay, we have to re-record the snapshot. There is a parameter in which you can specify exactly which one you need to re-record. That would work also, which specific test you want to re-record. So you don't have to generate all of those tests, and that would work fine. Let me just rerun it again. Like I'm just re-recording the test. So I will have two tests running right now. So two tests are running exactly. This is the first screen, and this is the second one, and it is working fine. It will generate the images, publish, pull in the screenshots, and then screenshot has been recorded and saved at this location. If you go back to your project and go back to the recording and check this one again, here is new screenshots, of course, reset it. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is now the screenshot. We changed, as you can see, we changed the color. So it is now the original color right now, because the original color were like light blue or something. But now we are using the primary in both places. So it will be compared against that primary. So be sure about these colors when you are doing your test. Usually this screenshot will be part of your repository. So whenever you do pull request review, you must check those images and see if they are in the correct shape and the form. Now, after doing that, we need to verify our shots, of course. So we need shot verification, and you can run it. And now it will work. It will tell us like everything's working fine. It will run those two tests again. And then it will tell us like something is good or bad. It is good right now because the original screenshots are good. So here we go. Exactly. Yeah, your screenshots are passing. Awesome. That thing. Now let's make a regression inside some of our stuff. Let's change something here. Let's maybe change something only in this, for example, main, and rerun the verification. It will take some time. Usually you can put this in the CI level, so you can't merge PRs unless this screenshot test passes. So this is a good thing also. So problem, something good, exactly, screenshot comparison failed. So what you need to know, you need to do the verification, go to the index, open it, and like you can have this HTML image as like an artifact in your GitHub Actions, so you can verify them why something went wrong. So you can check, here is the problems again, reset it, here is the problem. So as you can see, it will indicate where is the problem exactly. This test class is passing fine. This one is not passing. So you can go here and see like it was previously main and now it is an n is missing, so it can compare, as you can see here. Let's do that comparison here. So this is good type of test to catch real and big regressions, especially if you have a lot of them. I noticed that someone called Sergio, you can follow him. It's called, you need to do the following. Do screenshot testing and put the name Sergio here. And you will see Sergio, this is my friend on LinkedIn and everything. He published a lot of content around screenshot testing. So you can follow him. He has a nice blog on this hash node. And you can see a lot of articles about this thing. I saw his article, one of his article, like imagine just Airbnb using this type number of that 30,000, like the snapshot test. Like this is big number, okay? And this is justifiable because that way we can guarantee and you can catch regression easily, okay? You can follow this guy from LinkedIn, okay? Here's his profile. Publish a lot of stuff regarding this screenshot testing, articles, videos, and conferences. And also he has great repository in which you can check a lot of the things about screenshot testing. There isn't only shot, there is other libraries such as paparazzi, dropshot, and like we are using this shot. Like I think this one doesn't use any emulator. I don't know how it's going to do it, but yeah, just follow this guy. Like he has a lot of good content about screenshot testing. So that was like, it was a lot of errors, build errors, problems, compose stuff, and it doesn't have to be on compose. You can use it on the view system also. Okay, that's basically it. I hope you got the idea of including like this snapshot testing or screenshot testing in your Android application. So to recap, just add the dependency, put the plugin here. Here is the plugin, then start writing your test. Okay, where is the test? So there is a lot of configuration. As I told you, I will put the link of the repository to do it. Then you need to write your test. Where is my tests? Exactly, the tests are pretty easy to write. Like especially sometimes when the code isn't structured well, you can't write unit tests. But for screenshot testing, it's easy. You can just run it with your things and it will work just fine. Run your test and then you need to do two actions. Sometimes you will record, sometimes you will verify. So basically the difference, as I told you, you can check here. Here is the execute screenshot test. Just do modification. If you want to do this execute screenshot test, will verify. And if you want to record, just append the parameter, which is pre-record. That's it. Create two verifications. I use this two like configurations here, so I can run them directly from here. That's all you need. You can put them in your CI pipeline, okay? So you can like approve and disapprove or reject PRs if they are not passing the test. And for each PR, keep in mind on the screenshot being uploaded. So you're going to see this screenshot as part of the PR. So always check it if it is in the correct form. If it is fine, you can agree. So it will be the baseline, the original image that new images will be compared to. And that's basically it. Thank you very much for watching this long video with errors and screenshots. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and always see you in the next videos. Salam alaikum.